What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, back with another Omnibus and collected edition haul. This time it's an all Marvel haul, courtesy of Marvel Comics. So big thank you to you guys for sending some pre-release books. We're going to take a look at these and share them with you all. I've been trying to stay away from just the haul videos where I haven't read the material yet and really want to just read through it and just do the review as soon as I get the book. But with some of these books that are volume 4s and things like that, I still need to start my Peter David Hulk run read through. So you're going to get another haul today, but we're going to have a good time, guys. Make sure if you do like the video that you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss one. And let's jump into the Marvel trade paperback. So super happy that Ghost Rider is back. We got the first trade paperback here, Return of Blaze. Ed Brisson collecting the new Ghost Rider. Then we have the Captain America Iron Man. This is the first trade paperback for this ongoing series, collecting the first 5 issues. Amazing Spider-Man Beyond. This is volume 4. This is taking us through ASM 93. Star Wars is back with the High Republic. This trade paperback collects issues 11 through 15, plus some extras that we'll take a look at as well. X-Men Legends is here. This is the current ongoing series where they're creating issues in between old school arcs, but making it feel like it's from that era. Collects issues 7 through 12. And then the Defenders here. This is volume 1 new series by Al Ewing and Javier Rodriguez. So let's take a look at the trades. All right, let's start with the trade paperbacks that come out on May 3rd. We have the Defenders. There Are No Rules trade paperbacks. Like I said, Ewing, Rodriguez, and Lopez. They all have the white spines for the Marvel trades. This retails $16, and like I said, it collects the first 5 issues of Defenders plus Marvel Comics 1000 through 1001. So I picked this one up in single issues. I don't know, I really couldn't get into it. Basically just set up a new Defenders team. It's got kind of like a Michael Allred style to it on the covers there. You know, anytime you bring in Harpy, the Betty Ross Red Hulk character, you kind of just lose me a little bit. I mean, flipping through though, it's got some nice trippy cosmic artwork to it. I don't know, I think I dropped it off around issue 3 or so. I just kind of felt like it wasn't going to be a big important overall story. I don't know, am I missing out on anything not reading Defenders, guys? I mean, if I am, here goes the first 5 issues, right? And I can get caught up with it. Star Wars High Republic I never got into. This is volume 3, and I think I mentioned that it does collect issues 11 through 15, plus Star Wars High Republic Eye of the Storm 1 through 2. This is a $20 trade paperback. Every now and then I get some comments in my weekly comic book day videos, which come out every Wednesday morning. Shameless plug. Every now and then I'll get somebody asking if I'm reading High Republic, which I'm not. You know, I was reading Star Wars, I was reading Darth Vader, but I never got into this, so I guess, you know, I refer to you guys in the comments. Am I missing anything not reading Star Wars The High Republic? Flipping through volume 3 here. I mean, it's got clean artwork. I mean, what you would expect from Marvel. Variant covers in the back. And then on to X-Men Legends. This is volume 2. It's called Mutant Mayhem, and it collects issues 7 through 12. Larry Hama, Fabian Nicieza, Louise Simonson, Chris Claremont. So like I said, $18 book, and you're getting these kind of insert here stories from OG creators during those runs. So super cool to go back to, this is what, Wolverine and Jubilee in Madripoor with Lady Deathstrike. You know, so you have a lot of throwback stuff. This one actually has more modern art, though. I got some Omega Red action. Whereas past issues of this, it would look just like it was meant to be printed in the era that it's taking place at. I read all these. I reviewed them weekly. You know, like I said, you kind of get a couple of issues between those original stories, and then it jumps to a new era, new creative team. Wow, look at this Scott Williams cover. That's amazing, man. Got some variants in the back. Then we have the trade paperbacks that come out on May 17th. We have The Amazing Spider-Man by Patrick Gleason, Jed McKay. This is volume 4 of the Beyond run, collecting issues 89 through 93. I'm trying to think if this is the last trade before we get the new reboot that we just had. Dope artwork here. The Mark Bagley stuff is great, man. So $20 for this trade. You know, this was, oh, and that's kind of like an homage as well. This was a Ben Reilly story. You know, Ben Reilly took over between the Nick Klein and the Zeb Wells, John Romita run. So you had this Beyond Corporation. I hated them. You were supposed to hate them. They are bad. And it's basically just putting, Peter Parker on timeout, telling this Ben Reilly story, which leads into Ben Reilly's current ongoing, and now, like I said, this new Amazing Spider-Man run. A little power struggle at the end. Who can take back Spider-Man? But happy to see that arc go. Then we have Captain America, Iron Man, The Armor and the Shield, Landy, Unzueta, and Rosenberg. So this is Volume 1. Has beautiful Alex Ross covers. 5 issues are collected here for $16. I think I read the first 2 issues. I didn't really buy the Tony Stark, Steve Rogers relationship here. I don't know. I didn't like this team-up book. I just didn't feel like it was big enough for the characters that it had. Like, yeah, you have some Winter Soldier-esque action here in the front, kind of fighting on a highway or whatever. But just the enemies and the stakes never really captured me on this book, so I dropped it. I don't know. Anybody still reading this? Anybody keeping it going? Let me know. It's got decent artwork, great covers, like I mentioned. But some of these enemies are just like, I don't care about any of these villains. All right, guys, the last trade paperback actually doesn't come out until June 21st, man. So Ghost Rider, The Return of Blaze, like I mentioned, Ed Brisson, Mackie, Borshi. This is a prelude to the new ongoing series for Ghost Rider, because you have Spirits of Ghost Rider, Mother of Demons, which was a one-shot, then a King of Black Ghost Rider one-shot, then Ghost Rider Return of Vengeance. So $16, 3 one-shots, but setting you up for the new ongoing, which I'm digging. Like I said, happy that Ghost Rider's back. I was happy to get these one-shots because they had canceled the prior run, the Chris Cantwell run. So these were kind of coming out, and then boom, eventually the current ongoing. So a little bit dated, though. If you think about it, this material, you have this story here, and then the King and Black tie-in, so you can put, what era this is around. Trades are just now coming out. But I like the one-shots. I'm digging the Johnny Blaze arc and where they're going with him. Super cool, kind of Moon Knight-esque take on the first issue of the new ongoing. All right, guys, before we get into the Omnis, we do have 2 new Epic collections. Ghost Rider Volume 1, which I'm really excited about, and then continuing with the Incredible Hulk. Let's take a look at them. And we're back with Ghost Rider here with an Epic collection that comes out on May 3rd. This is Hell on Wheels Volume 1, so this is super cool, and this gives me hope that we may start getting some Ghost Rider Omnibus. For $40, you get Marvel Spotlight 5 through 12, first appearance, then Ghost Rider 1 through 11, first ongoing series, and then Marvel Team Up 15. So classic material. We desperately need this Omnibus. So I guess it's, what, is it 2 Epic collections to an Omni or more? But boom, classic material here. I don't even know, do I have this collected in any other Omnibus? Marvel Spotlight 5. This is what kind of drew me to collected editions, because I was originally into comics for key issues and more of the collectible aspect, but me being curious and wanting to know the origins of these characters, that I liked how they looked and I loved the lore, got me into reading. So this is definitely essential. Boom, turn right to Ghost Rider 1. I think I may have read some of this stuff digitally in the past, but definitely not all of these issues. Not sure when I'm going to sit around and read it all. Maybe when an Omni comes out, I'll get a little jump start on it reading this here. But this one comes out, guys, May 3rd. It's got bonus material in the back. Looks like original covers and pages. Some ads and such. Wow, love this artwork here, man. So this is what 90s reprints for the original Ghost Rider arc. That's cool. And also on May 3rd, we have the Incredible Hulk Epic Collection Crossroads. So this one is not as exciting for me because it's technically volume 13 of Incredible Hulk. I have the first omnibus and everything, but this collects Incredible Hulk 297 through 313, Annual 13, and Alpha Flight 29 for $45. So this would be before the Peter David stuff, post Marvel's Secret Wars, the original one. So let's flip through the Hulk Epic Collection. Volume 13 is 1984 through 1985. Starting with Hulk 297 here. Wow, digging the artwork here. Love the storytelling and the paneling. This era of Hulk is great too. Let's see, we've got some Nightmare action, Little Heroes for Hire, Team Up. Have not read this material, guys. I don't even know where I would start. I mean, I would have to start at the beginning with Hulk. I would try. And then eventually get to this stuff. But I guess I'm going to skip around and probably read that Peter David Hulk run first. But yeah, I'm digging the artwork on this, man, a lot. Really cool. All right, guys, now on to the Omnis. I still need to take these out of the plastic, but here we have the X-Men by Jonathan Hickman. This is not a volume 1, right, because it collects his whole run. So X-Men, I have read this material in single issues as it came out. This is the giant size Jean Grey, I think, or giant size Planet Hulk cover. Let's take a look at it. Oh, I almost forgot. This book was actually sent to us by our sponsor, Organic Price Books. Make sure to use code GEMMINT every time you shop there to save $2. And also check them out on Whatnot. They do amazing omnibus and hardcover live auctions. I'm on there as well. I sell every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Use the link in the description to download Whatnot if you have not yet. You'll actually get a $10 credit that can be used towards your first purchase. That's if you shop with me, Organic Price Books, or whoever. Alright guys, so this is the DM variant, the Daughterman variant. They had the regular cover, which I believe was the cover for issue 8 or so, but this is the giant size Jean Grey and Emma Frost cover here. The spine has a very similar format to, say, Hoxpox or Ten of Swords oversized hardcovers. The back shows us that it collects X-Men 1 through 12, then 16 through 21, plus the giant size X-Men Jean Grey and Emma Frost, Nightcrawler, Magneto, Phantom X, and Storm. Retailing $75 with 704 pages. You get an all red inside on the dust jacket as well, a brief biography post Hoxpox, and a biography on the creators. Just have this X-Men logo pattern on the actual hardcover itself, so nothing too crazy there. And let's open up to a black cover page. Got that same design on the interior. Here we have the credits on each of these issues. It's almost like Christmas wrapping paper. So I really dug Hoxpox, man. I can't really recall a lot what happened in the main X-Men ongoing. Plus, a lot of the titles bleed together because I started reading everything Reign of X, every title, and eventually weaned down like after Ten of Swords. I think that's when I stopped dropping titles. But yeah, a lot of global economics, a lot of politics, a lot of quiet council meetings. Felt like the Hickman run rarely touched on the things that were introduced in Hoxpox. Although it would give us things here and there. These giant size issues were great. Now that I remember, this Jean Emma Frost one was a silent issue, which is always a nice break on New Comic Book Day. Or maybe there was text just at the end or something. But yeah, so you had glimmers of like, tying it into what he set up in Hoxpox, but then you would have all these new ideas introduced, these new side stories. Here you see New Mutants, David as the voice of Krakoa, bonded with Warlock. I'd really have to reread this to get the gist of what Hickman was trying to do with this run, but it felt a little, disconjointed with everything else that was going on, and Hickman would eventually leave, and we now have a new X-Men ongoing. So, this might be something for a read-through, going to do Hoxpox, and then jumping into the X-Men run. I do remember some very strong issues. Anything that tied in with, like, Powers of 10 and the Nimrod stuff always hit really hard. This one right here, X-Men 20. So it looks like we get covers in the back. Love the Art Germ X-Men 1 variant. So there we go. Alright guys, next up, I did not even know they were making a Luke Cage omnibus. I mean, this is awesome. Got the original cover here for Heroes for Hire issue 1. I just hit the mic. Collecting his first appearances, first ongoing series and such. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Omni. Alright guys, so we're going to be bouncing around a little bit on the release dates here, but the Luke Cage omnibus has a release date of May 31st, and I think it's, again, super awesome that they released this book. These are essential Omnis. This is the stuff that we need. So this is the DM variant. The regular cover is this movie poster cover by Phil Noto. Of course, John Romita did the original cover here. Here's the spine. It does have that thinner Silver Age look. I don't know why we would want a smaller text for the name. I feel like that should be very big. This is a nice addition, but yeah, I'm not a fan of that change. And classic Marvel Omnibus on the back here, right? So this book has 1,008 pages. It retails $125 and collects Heroes for Hire 1 through 16. Then Power Man, it gets renamed 17 through 47, plus Annual 1. This is the essential Luke Cage Origins Omnibus. No surprise on the inside of the dust jacket, a biography on the bulletproof Luke Cage, the creators, Steve Englehart, Tony Isabella, Don McGregor, Marv Wolfman, and more. The actual hardcover just has that Luke Cage logo, same spine, lovely pinup on the back with the tiara, the big chain belt, and the titanium bracelet. So you gotta love it, man. So you got the black interior pages, nice splash page, a little bit more modernized there on the artwork. Another nice splash here. Here we have our credits, looking like an old school Omni. Table of contents, very cool. Got a forward by Steve Englehart. Then jump right into Heroes for Hire 1. So, yeah, this is not material that I've read. It would take me, I don't know, I would need a big reason to plow through some Bronze Age Luke Cage goodness. It's not a character that I grew up with, but I know there are people out there that Luke Cage is their favorite character, and it's super important to have this stuff collected like this. This is like I said, the essential Luke Cage. I mean, don't get me wrong, I dig Bronze Age artwork. It could be a little wordy sometimes, even for stuff that I love like X-Men and stuff. But this is definitely a great book to own for a Luke Cage fan, and I think it's a keeper for me. One day I'll get around to it, to wanting to go through my Luke Cage read-through. Let's see what kind of bonus material we have in the back here. All right, so you have some letters pages, some house ads. Wow, original cover, original pencil sketch cover, interior pages. That's cool. All right, guys, so I mentioned Peter David's Hulk Volume 4 is here. I started Volume 1. It does start off a little bit slow, and I got uninterested for whatever reason. I'm itching to jump back into this. We'll take a look at Volume 4 now. It's a big boy. All right, so I said we're a little bit all over the place, right? This book comes out on May 24th, Volume 4. For Peter David's Hulk run, this has 1,248 pages. It retails $125, and it does have two covers. So this is the regular cover this time. Now the DM variant is this amazing cover by Adam Kubert. The regular one here is by Mike Deodato. Here's the spine, lines up well with the other ones in the series, and then we still get all of the covers on the back here, collecting Incredible Hulk 436 through 467 and issue -1. Then you have Incredible Hulk Annual 97, Savage Hulk issue 1, Cutting Edge issue 1, Cable 34, Onslaught Marvel Universe, Incredible Hulk Hercules Unleashed, and Heroes Reborn The Return 1 through 4. I was going to say that -1 sounded like a Heroes Reborn kind of thing. Inside of the dust jacket talks about where we're at in the run, talks about Peter David, Mike Deodato Jr., Adam Kubert, and Angel Medina, the creators. You do get that same regular cover on the front of the actual hardcover, same spine, and you still get the Adam Kubert DM variant on the back. So I like that. That's a nice touch. All right, let's flip through this, guys. All these Omnis with the black cover pages today, huh? I like that, kind of an homage here, right, to issue #1. Some credits here, table of contents, got some great Hulk artwork. Savage Hulk, oh, okay, there we go, looks great. Almost like more of a graphic novel here. So I definitely got to jump into this run, man. This is around the time I think I started to get out of comics, and man, when I was a kid, it was just too expensive to follow so many titles, you know, especially with my favorites being X-Men and Spider-Man and them having multiple titles. So not really familiar with what's going on here in the Hulk run. I did read the Heroes Reborn stuff and Heroes Return. So it feels like, yeah, you're going to feel like that era with Onslaught in here, which I did read and review that omnibus. So when we get to this part of Hulk, it's going to start feeling familiar, especially this nice, what is it, like late 90s, early 2000s artwork and coloring. Big, thick, bold pencils and line work. This stuff here looks pretty easy, and it's interesting to see how different this is compared to the artwork in Volume 1. This I'm actually really excited to read, man. I gotta start getting on my grind and getting through these Hulk Omnis, y'all. All right, let's see what kind of bonus material we have in the back of this omnibus. All right, you got promotional articles. All right. Some more articles. Here we go, some different variants. Wizard covers. I think I had that cover. Wow, that's awesome. Heroes Return stuff. Some more like covers and such. All right, cool. And last up, guys, I've had this book for a while now, Thunderbolts Volume 2. So I have not read Volume 1 yet. I did not read this material, so I really want to do a read-through starting with Volume 1, continuing on here. But until then, let's take a little quick overview of it. All right, the last book of the haul, Thunderbolts Volume 2. This one doesn't come out until June 7th. This is the Zercher DM variant. The regular cover for Thunderbolts Volume 2 is this cover right here, which I can't find the artist yet. I'm sure we'll see it in the back here, but moving on to the spine, just like Volume 1. Then we get to the back here, and you can see that this retails $125. It has 1,168 pages and collects Thunderbolts 34 through 63, Annual 2000, Avengers 31 through 34 with Avengers Annual 2000, Thunderbolts Life Sentences, Thunderbolts from the Marvel Vault, Citizen V, and the V Battalion 1 through 3. Inside of the dust jacket, like always, tells us where we're at in the run, talks about the creators. And then here we have that regular cover, which is by Mark Bagley. So now I can see the signature more, the Thunderbolts, and then the DM variant on the back. So, all right, let's jump into it, guys. Oh, here we go. Yellow interior cover here. Nice cover page. Here we have the credits. Jumping right into Thunderbolts 34. I was going to say Hulk 34. So it feels to be around that same era, right? You're looking like that late 90s, early 2000s stuff. Thunderbolts was never on my radar, man. That was a little bit too advanced comic knowledge for me at the time. Definitely was not on my radar till way later, until I think I even heard about Red Hulk. But I dig this era of comics. I like the artwork and the big full pages. The coloring is always big and flashy. That like late 90s grunge vibe is still there. Got some Fantastic Four, Avengers tie-ins. Yeah, I'm down to jump into this. This is something that I definitely want to knock out of Volume 1 and Volume 2. Beef up on my Thunderbolts knowledge. But for right now, this is just showcasing for you guys, you know? Giving you, some Wonder Man, Scarlet Witch. I always thought Wonder Man was a bigger deal as a kid because of his presence in, like, trading cards and video games. Yeah, I do want to see, like, the Baron Zemo stuff, too. All right, let's see what kind of bonus material we got here. What do we have here? Just kind of some afterwards and articles. Yeah. Oh, this is a script. Okay. And then here we have the original artwork. Cool, man. All right, so I thought that was a cool haul, man. A lot of dope books coming out. Cannot wait to sink my teeth into Thunderbolts, to Incredible Hulk again, or give it another shot. But reading right now the Road to No Man's Land Omnibus, the Batman Omni, so that's what I'm currently reading. I want to jump into these books, but also the Doctor Strange Omnis. I'm 3 volumes behind on that as well. So I think I might go Doctor Strange Volume 1 next. I've been going back and forth between Marvel and DC. After Marvel, I'll probably read the Batman No Man's Land Omnibus Volume 1, getting ready for Volume 2. And I might do another video, kind of what should I read next video. I've done it a few years ago. It was fun. You guys seem to enjoy it. So appreciate you all watching. Let me know what you plan to pick up from the stack. And stay minty fresh. Peace.